difference? What is making it, why should only 8 of them get an education which is right, in a nice university? Maybe the universities have the space. Maybe there is an international university which is got
probably cheaper,
that is required for the student. So why do you think there is this difference?
I think, Naresh, one of the reasons the difference between 8 and 262 million students are probably going to be by 2025 is, one reason is the lack of information. All right. Many people, when I came to UK to pursue my MBA, I belong to a very small town, and people treated me as if I'm going to Pluto. All right. Going to London to study was a big thing. And still, it is a big thing in many Indian societies. And because there is a lack of information, people think, oh, it is impossible. It is difficult to go there. Studying there, it is very expensive. But then unless you have a comparative to see how much you're spending in your current college with the quality of education and how much would you pay and what is the return of investment, you would definitely go for it. I'm not saying that the local colleges are not good or not bad. They are absolutely, but you have to have the information to compare and make a wise decision. All right. So even after comparison, then you find that your local institute is great, then perfect. No argument about it. Studying abroad is not the only solution for a great career, but at the same time, it opens up a lot of opportunity, exposure, international connectivity, network, business ideas. And of course, Vivekanand once said, you need to learn from somewhere what you don't know and then implement for the people who don't know. Okay, and that was one of the way that the third world countries have to develop, or the developing countries, I must say, need to develop, to learn from who has already done it and then implement it. So I think the lack of information is one of the reason of this big gap. And I think one of the major reason is universities themselves probably are not discussing the problem they're going through. All right. I have mentioned in my article as well, some of the major problems the universities goes through is scalability. All right. As I said, they rely on a couple of companies to market their product, which is definitely not scalable. You would not get a talent which is hidden in some city or a town, small town, which is not reachable. There is no offices out there. All right. You could only reach them through technology. All right. The visa processes, admission processes, it is too lengthy. You don't need that lengthy procedure. Previously, universities used to have application form. They used to courier the application from abroad. Okay, they would see the application form, they would courier back the acceptance letter. Now this could be done within the same day. You make an application online, by the evening you have the eligibility check. All right, so you are accepted or not accepted. But then that is just a simple example. All right, there are so many different selection procedure, document verification, their visa services. There's so many stuff which is a long process. Probably the lack of the time, we will not be able to get into much detail, but those who are listening, they would definitely see the problem what I'm talking about. The small little hurdles in the process from admission to enrollment, and even after enrollment, for the whole process to work for a student is quite tedious. But a right technology, if that is included, then probably that could be solved in some manner. The another very important problem that the university goes through is, I call it three pillars, which is quality, quantity, and diversity. Every international university, they need all these three factors. If they are missing on any one of it, they would lose their reputation. All right. Of course, to survive, they need more quantity. All right. If you need to have more quantity, you need to scale. All right. Either you hire people or you hire technology. All right. So the solution is technology. Then quality, of course, today we are talking about applying for job using artificial intelligence. Okay. So people would be selecting candidate based on artificial intelligence. We are talking very simple matrix of eligibility criteria, and the universities would be able to use technology to probably select the quality students. You don't have to deal with the bad fish, which could spoil your reputation. All right. And then of course the diversity also comes in as long as the university wants to call themselves international or global. global, they need to have different diversity in their college or their university, you know, people from different geographical area. And then again, it comes to scalability. You know, the technology is the one of the way, I shouldn't say only way, one of the efficient way to get to these 3 points. The last one, but very important for student, is the visa success rate, right? I have noticed that most of the student gets disheartened every time they see the visa rejection. The agent get disheartened because, you know, the business is flop if the visa is rejected. University curse because, you know, they lose a seat if the visa is rejection. So once the visa is rejected for a student, the whole stakeholders of this industry would suffer. Okay, and that needs to be solved. We need to understand why visa is refused, and you know, what technology can help to make sure the success rate, maybe not 100%, but efficiently increased. I think if universities would start to realize these are the actual problem and start to discuss in their board meetings and try to seek an option with the help of technology, or maybe some other means if they have innovative mind, you know. But in my suggestion, there has to some sort of technology that should come in, because there should not be any reason that all the other industries are blooming, you know, doing fantastically well, as you said, facial recognition and artificial intelligence and blah blah blah, so many stuff. Why the teachers, the universities are lagging behind in this race? Okay, that for me, I feel very sad about it, being a part of this society, of this industry, I should say. But then I really want to do something about it. And you know, hopefully Juhi and Naresh, you would have some solution in future.
Definitely, definitely, Abhishek and Naresh. Thank you so much for giving such an important insight to all of us. And we have discussed today some important roadblocks what universities are actually facing in terms of recruiting students, and what students are actually going through while they look for universities abroad. As you, Abhishek, rightly said, that there's a lack of information, and as Naresh rightly pointed, that education is everyone's right. Why anyone should be denied of having the right information? So thank you so much for your valuable time and very important insight. And we discussed the why of the problem, and which is a very important part of it. We discussed how are we going to solve it. So technology is the key to it. We have to embrace technology to solve this problem and make this international student recruitment industry efficient, scalable, and where every student can actually find the right education for himself. So stay tuned with us, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. We will be coming with a lot of such kind of webinars to discuss and to give you more information about it. And you can follow us on our social media platform. You can follow us our hashtags. You can connect with us on our website and join our LinkedIn pages. Great to have you guys. See you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Juhi. Thanks, Abhishek. Bye-bye.